Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because what I'm about to reveal today about the Dutch royal family will leave you speechless. Princess Catharina-Amalia, the 21-year-old destined to reign over the Netherlands, has just reached a decisive milestone that completely changes the European royal landscape. Before diving into this fascinating story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments, because what's happening in the Netherlands could very well redefine the future of modern monarchies. Imagine for a moment a 21-year-old princess, a student at the University of Amsterdam, who, with a dramatic gesture, reveals to the world that she is ready to shoulder the weight of a crown. This is exactly what happened on February 22, 2025, when Catharina-Amalia of the Netherlands carried out her very first official engagement completely independently, without her parents. A historic moment that caused a sensation in all European royal circles. That day, in the town of Vlissingen, the crown princess demonstrated an ease and maturity that impressed even the most skeptical observers. Radiant in her elegant attire, she carried out the engagement with disconcerting confidence for someone her age. The Dutch media immediately praised her performance, but what they didn't know was that this was only the beginning of a spectacular transformation that would shake the Dutch monarchy. Because, you see, this first solo outing was no accident. It was part of a carefully orchestrated strategy by the royal family to prepare Catharina-Amalia for her destiny. And the revelations that followed are enough to shake the very foundations of traditional royalty. A few weeks later, in April 2025, the princess repeated the feat with an even more daring engagement, this time abroad, solo, in Madrid. A symbolic choice that went unnoticed, since Madrid had been her refuge during a difficult period of security threats. This remarkably intelligent political gesture showed that behind this smiling young woman lies a formidable future sovereign. But what really caused a stir was the reaction of her father, King Willem-Alexander. At a press briefing during his state visit to Cyprus in March 2025, the sovereign could not hide his pride, declaring that his daughter was already ready to succeed him. These weighty words had the effect of a bombshell in European royalist circles. This statement takes on added significance when you consider that Catharina-Amalia has just announced a major turning point in her career. At the end of June 2025, the princess revealed that she would be undergoing her first military training, becoming the latest European heir to this milestone. This choice reflects her desire to follow in the footsteps of future modern sovereigns, trained in the contemporary realities of leadership. At the same time, she revealed her new academic focus after obtaining her bachelor's degree in political science, psychology, law, and economics. This academic versatility demonstrates meticulous preparation for her future responsibilities, but also a personal ambition that goes far beyond the traditional framework of a crown princess. Yet, behind this perfect image lies a more complex family reality. While Catharina-Amalia is climbing the ladder of public recognition, her parents are facing increasingly harsh criticism. The summer of 2025 was marked by a resounding controversy surrounding their 8-week vacation at their luxurious Greek residence. This extended getaway, at a time when many Dutch people are experiencing economic hardship, caused an uproar. Experts consulted by the Dutch media did not mince their words, accusing the royal couple of a serious lack of social sensitivity. This criticism is all the more scathing given that it comes at a time when the cost of living crisis is hitting the Dutch population hard. This controversy reveals a profound divide between the public image the monarchy wishes to convey and the reality perceived by citizens. It also illustrates the challenges facing this centuries-old institution in the face of the expectations of a modern society increasingly demanding transparency and exemplary behavior. But let's return to Catharina-Amalia, for she truly embodies the future of this changing monarchy. Her journey in 2025 reveals a young woman determined to redefine the role of heir to the throne. Unlike previous generations who lived in the shadow of their parents for many years, she chose to quickly assume her public responsibilities. This bold approach is not without risks. At 21, the princess's every move and every word is scrutinized, analyzed, and commented on. Media pressure is enormous, and the expectations of the Dutch public are considerable. Yet, she seems to navigate this complex environment with a natural ease that commands admiration. Her enlistment with her regiment in June 2025, despite a broken arm, is a testament to this unusual determination. Refusing to postpone her obligations, she carried out this symbolic commitment with the professionalism of a true military leader in the making. A gesture that did not go unnoticed by the Dutch armed forces, traditionally attached to the royal figure. Catharina-Amalia's rise to power also comes in a unique European context. While several monarchies are experiencing legitimacy crises, she represents a new generation of potential sovereigns who could well restore the image of royal institutions. Her advanced academic training, her willingness to serve in the military, and her ability to communicate with citizens make her a role model for other European heirs. Moreover, her appearances alongside other young European royals, notably at the Auschwitz commemorations in January 2025, confirmed her status as a leader of this new generation. Her presence at this historic event, marking the 80th anniversary of the camp's liberation, demonstrated her awareness of the memorial and historical issues facing contemporary Europe. This international dimension of her actions reveals a political vision that extends far beyond the borders of the Netherlands. Catharina-Amalia seems to understand that her future reign will be exercised in a globalized world where national sovereigns must think on a European and global scale. But beyond the protocol and diplomatic aspects, it is the human dimension of this transformation that is most fascinating. The testimonies of those who have met her during her engagements describe a young woman who is authentic, attentive, and capable of establishing direct contact with her interlocutors. This capacity for empathy, combined with her solid intellectual training, could well make her the sovereign the Netherlands needs to face the challenges of the 21st century. It should also be noted that this evolution is part of a family tradition of innovation. Her grandmother, the former Queen Beatrix, had already made her mark on the era with her modernization of the monarchy. Her mother, Queen Maxima, brought an international dimension and social sensitivity that renewed the image of the royal family. Catharina-Amalia seems to have inherited these qualities while adding her own vision of a future monarchy. The year 2025 will therefore have been a breakthrough year for this exceptional princess. From her first solo engagement to her decision to undertake military training, and her diplomatic successes abroad, she has laid the foundations for a reign that promises to be revolutionary. Yet considerable challenges still await her. Managing family crises, like the controversial vacation, will test her ability to preserve the unity of the royal family while maintaining her own political stance. The balance between tradition and modernity, between popular proximity and royal dignity, will be at the heart of her future concerns. Her upcoming military training will also be a decisive test. How will this young woman, accustomed to university lecture halls and diplomatic salons, adapt to military rigor and discipline? This experience could well definitively shape her personality as a future head of state. Dutch public opinion, for its part, already seems won over. Polls reveal growing popularity for this princess, who perfectly embodies the aspirations of a modern, educated, and globally minded Dutch society. This popular support constitutes a major asset for the future of the monarchy, provided she knows how to preserve it in the face of inevitable future controversies. For make no mistake, the path to the throne will be fraught with pitfalls. Expectations are enormous, criticism virulent, and every misstep will be amplified by an increasingly invasive press. Catharina-Amalia's ability to navigate this hostile environment while preserving her authenticity will be decisive for the future of the Dutch monarchy. This spectacular transformation of the Crown Princess of the Netherlands raises questions about the very future of European monarchies. Are we witnessing the emergence of a new model of sovereignty, closer to the people, more informed, and more engaged in contemporary realities?